this was obviously when you guys had to have and to come out and kind of take care of business wire to wire. What you had pleased with the effort?
Oh yeah, obviously it was another solid defensive effort. The fact that they had 16 offensive rebounds is a little disconcerting. But overall, I thought it was a very good defensive effort by our guys. And then my favorite stat is 36 assists on 45 made field goals. Everybody got in on the act. Gallagher had 5, Gary Harris had 7. It was just a group effort. And when we defend and play like that, and we're so unselfish, good things happen for us. And we've seen that time and time again this year. So very proud of our guys. As you mentioned, the game that we had to get. Tomorrow we can get some rest, try to get some guys back, and we have a very talented team coming in here on Thursday.
To see Will break out of the way that he did.
We needed that, man. And Will Barton is a very important piece, and we all know that. And since the break, he just hadn't found his groove, and tonight to see him shoot the ball as well as he did from 3, to be the playmaker that he was. He gets 22 points and 6 assists off the bench. That was fantastic. So hopefully this can get him going, because when Will is like that off the bench, it gives us a whole other element, and that was great to see. I thought our bench was terrific. Not many guys, but Will Barton, Jamal Murray was great, and I thought Juancho's minutes were fantastic. He impacted the game right away in a very positive manner. So, solid win for us, and what is it, 15 games to go, man, less than a month. So let's see what happens.
We'll went into the 22-2 run right after the Lakers started to make a little bit of inroads there.
Yeah, I think just, kind of getting back to playing defense and being a little bit more disciplined. That's what happens a lot, especially for a young team like us. When you build a lead, you love it. Sometimes, they forget how they built the lead, or they get bored with success. They want to try something different. And, stay with it. Just keep doing what you were doing when you got the lead. And once we got back to that, we were able to kind of build that lead up again, to your point, Chris. But, defense, we have a lot of guys that can rebound and push the ball, and everybody's looking to make the right play. And obviously to go 17 of 38 from the three-point line had a lot to do with that as well. We shot the ball extremely well. And you think about it, Gary goes 1 for 6, and Jameer goes 1 for 4. But the guys off of our bench were fantastic, and Gallagher goes 3 for 6 as well.
Jokic had that no-looker to Barton. What did you see on that play?
Yeah, it's just one of those other passes that Nikola makes that most guys don't even think about making, and more importantly, don't even have the vision to see that guy cutting behind them. He's always a step or two ahead. That's why he's a great playmaker, great facilitator, and that'll be a highlight clip of his for many, many years. But for him to get those assists, guys have to cut. And I think that's the most important thing. Guys understand with Mason, when Nikola have the ball in the post, on the elbow, in transition, run, cut, and stay in constant movement. And they're going to find you. They will reward you, and Will got rewarded in a big way on that play.
You talked a little bit about Gary Harris's handles and his play with the ball and his before the game. He had 7 assists tonight. What did you see from him with the ball in his hands?
Yeah, just obviously he struggled to make shots tonight. Only 4 of 15 from the field and 1 of 6 from 3. But what I like is Gary's a guy that if he's not making shots, he can still impact the game in a positive way. His defense is going to be there every night, and then obviously for him to get a career high 7 assists, he's realizing, okay, may not have it. Let me make a play for somebody else. And some of those plays, we always tell our guys, early pass, easy pass. If you see a guy in front of you that's at the nail, crowded in the paint, make the easy pass and find that guy ahead of you. And Gary did that a couple of times, and it's great to see him be a playmaker and be willing to make those plays for his teammates.
Statement win for you guys. Going down the stretch here, can you just talk about how this win will help you in terms of momentum down here come crunch time?
Well, obviously, I think now we're 7-4 since the break, and now we're 6-2 in our last 8 games, playing well. This is the best stretch of defense we've had the whole season. It couldn't arrive at a better time with 15 games to go. And the reality is this: I told the guys before the game, we have to win at home. If you look at our schedule, we're going to get to a point where we have 2 home games and 7 or 8 road games left. So we have to make hay at home and try to build a cushion, because those road games are going to be tough road games. But it's just an opportunity for us to keep on moving in the right direction. We had a great crowd tonight. A big shout out to our fans. They were in the building tonight, and that was a real welcomed presence. And we need that moving forward from them as well. But we just got to keep on playing well and see what we can do these last 15.
Coach, you mentioned Mason starting at the 4. What was your thought on his game?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. Obviously, 6 of 9. He gets a double-double, 15 and 10 boards. Always looking to make the right play. He had a couple of great passes that we didn't finish maybe. And then defensively, I think it's no surprise that our defense has improved, especially with Mason on the floor. He's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes. His athleticism, his ability to get out and guard out on the perimeter. And I thought Mason was fantastic. And we knew going into that game that when Mason and Nicole are on the floor, our offensive numbers and our defensive numbers are fantastic. So that's something that we can look to do more moving forward.
Is that the best pass you've seen Nicola throw this year?
Might be this year. And I'd say he had a couple last year. I mean, that guy, like a couple of in transition, the no looks in transition last year, but back completely behind the guy and just over the head.
Like Bird on that one.
Yeah, so I guess called him last year, man, Magic Joker. I